We are continuing the chapter. So we discussed how to do cash book, that is with single column, or it is also known as simple cash book. We'll work out one more question from the same section, that is single column cash book. Illustration 1, page number 10.6. First one is given as cash in hand 25,000. Did you notice the first transaction? It is not written like they started business with cash. It is simply written cash in hand. That means already the firm is having a balance of 25,000. It is there with the business already. So that must be written as the opening balance. It shouldn't be written like cash account debtor to capital. It's not like started business with capital of 25,000. This is already there with the business. We have a balance of 25,000 already. So that must be taken as the opening balance. And for a cash book, which side can we write this opening balance? Cash book or cash account is an asset, and assets will be always having a debit balance. So this 25,000, that is the opening balance which should be recorded on the debit side, because cash is an asset, it is having a debit balance. So we'll draw the format and start doing. Write single column cash book and draw the format. We can avoid voucher number, that is not required actually. So you draw LF. LF is needed, though we are not writing anything. If you want, you can write voucher number also. I mean the column you can write. So we'll write the opening balance first. It's given on 2020 April 1st. And the opening balance must be written as to balance brought down. You remember this brought down figure every time after you finish the balancing process, you write balance carry down, and the opposite side you will write the brought down figure also. That means we are transferring this to the beginning of the next month. Here we have a cash in hand of 25,000 means it was there in the business. That means we are carrying it forward to the beginning of the next month. So from the last month we are taking it to this month. That is why it is written as balance brought down. It is taken from the last month. Okay. And it must be written on the debit side because cash is always having a debit balance because it is an asset. So to balance brought down, it is 25,000. Then cash sales is there. So the journal entry would be cash account debtor to sales account. So which side you will do the posting? Debit side you must write to sales account, and the amount is 2,20,000. It is on April 2nd. Then April 3rd, deposited cash in bank. You are depositing it into bank, cash is moving out. So cash should be credited. Journal entry would be bank account debtor to cash account. Can we record this transaction? You remember in the previous question, we didn't record a transaction, that is paid rent by check. Because the entry was rent account debtor to bank, there was no cash in the journal entry. But here it is bank account debtor to cash, means we can do the posting on the credit side as by bank. These type of transactions which involve both cash and bank can be recorded in cash book. It's on April 3rd and the amount is 2 lakhs. Then the next one, issued check to a creditor after deducting cash discount. So there is discount and all. Other than that, read that sentence once again. Issued check to a creditor. What will be the basic entry? You leave the discount part. What will be the basic entry? Creditor's account, debtor, to what is moving out? It is the check. So to bank account is the journal entry. Then other than that, there would be discount allowed, discount received and all. But can we record this transaction in cash book? No, there is no cash account in the journal entry. It is the bank account written. That transaction cannot be recorded in cash book. So ignore that. Next is wages paid in cash. The journal entry is wages account debtor to cash account. That means the posting will be by wages. It is 22,500. April 4th. The next one, cash sales. Okay, so the entry is cash account debtor to sales account. The amount is 1,80,000. Date is April 4th. Then the next one, deposited cash in bank. So again the same entry what we recorded on 3rd April. So bank account debtor to cash. So by bank account. It is on April 7th, 1,50,000. The next is paid cash to transporter against their bill number on goods sold. Which account you can write for this? It is not transporter's account debtor. It is an expense actually. You are paying him for transporting goods and that expense is known as carriage expenses or cartage expenses. And we have two types of carriage expenses like carriage inwards and carriage outwards. Here it is on goods sold. You have to write carriage outwards. But whether it is inwards or outwards, both are expenses and expenses should be always debited. So the journal entry would be carriage outwards account debtor to, are we paying by cash? Yes, to cash account. So the posting must be on the credit side. The date is April 9th. It is 4,500. So April 9th by carriage outwards 4,500. Okay, the next one, paid cash for repairs. Journal entry is repairs account debtor to cash. So posting on the credit side, it's on April 20th, amount is 2,000. April 20th, by repairs 2,000. Then the next one, purchased goods on credit. Should be record credit transactions in cash book? No, you can't record. This must go to purchases book. The next one, paid cash to Sunil, a creditor, after deducting discount of 500 and what we paid is 9,500. Okay, we are paying him cash. This must be recorded here. What will be the entry first of all? You are paying to Sunil. So the journal entry, the basic one is Sunil's account debtor to cash account. How much did we pay Sunil? We paid him only 9,500. Where will you write that 9,500? That must be written against cash. What we paid or what we received must be written always against cash. That I have told you already. So this 9,500 must come against cash. But what is the actual amount you have to pay, Sunil? Did they mention it in the question? They haven't mentioned specifically what is the actual amount, but they are talking about a discount. Discount of 500. Shouldn't we include discount also? We have discount allowed, discount received. So that's why let's space here. So it will become a compound entry. Now, is it discount allowed or discount received? We are paying him. That time you can receive the discount. You can't allow discount because we are paying cash and you will receive the discount. So discount received being an income, that must be credited. So this is the entry. Actually, you need not write the journal entry, but since it is for the first time, you just write after your cash book, leave space for completing the cash book and write this for you to understand how the actual entry is, since it is a compound entry. And write the discount amount here 500. So altogether the debit side will be 10,000. Understood? Now how will you do the posting? Cash account is what we are doing. The cash book is similar to cash account and this cash account is getting credited. So on the credit side you must write by Sunil, and which amount will you write? The amount written against cash. Understood? So we can do the posting now. By Sunil's account, it is 9,500 what we paid. So that date is April 28th. Now, should we post discount received here? No, because only the name of other account which is having opposite aspect will be written and the amount we wrote for cash. This discount received will go to journal proper. You remember I told you already when we discussed journal meaning. Discount received, discount allowed, these transactions which cannot be recorded in any of the other books can be recorded in journal proper. All these not asked. I said the concept actually. What you have to do is in cash you just write that 9,500. In real situation discount received will go to the journal. In your textbook they have written journal entry and all, no need to write like that. This one I wrote just for you to understand. You just have to do the posting. Then the next one is paid electricity bill in cash. So electricity expenses debted to cash. So you write by electricity expenses. And the date is April 29th, amount is 9,000. The last one, April 30th, cash collected from Mahesh, a debtor. Debtor means person who should pay us. So it is an asset for the firm because it is receivable. And we received the amount after allowing him a discount. That means what will be the entry? It will become a compound entry. And is it allowed discount or received? We are receiving cash and that time you would have allowed discount. So it is discount allowed account. It should be debited because allowing discount means it's a kind of expense for the firm. Expenses must be debited. So discount allowed must be debited. So here if you want you can write the journal entry and see. That means like this you can write the entry. But no need, the easiest ways. Just read the question. Cash collected from Mahesh 45,000. What will be the basic entry for that? Cash account debtor because we are getting. So cash account debtor to Mahesh's account. We'll write the basic entry. Then in this question there is discount also. But should we consider it in cash book? No, just now we discussed. Discount allowed or received will go to journal. So anyways, that account will not appear in cash book. Understood? That account will not appear in cash book. You can see the journal entry on the next page. They have written the journal entry. But that entry you need not write. You can just do the posting directly. That is what you received in cash is 45,000. And you know the basic entry, cash account debted to Mahesh's account. So what will be the posting actually? It will be To Mahesh's account amount is 45,000. What we received is 45,000. Okay, and the date is on April 30th. April 30th. Okay, so this is how you have to do the posting. If you want, I'll show the journal entry for you to understand it clearly. You received cash, no? So cash should be debited. How much did you receive? 45. So that must be written against cash. To from whom you are receiving? Mahesh. So to Mahesh's account, then there is discount also, which should be debited because it is discount allowed account. So this is the entry, and the discount allowed amount is 2,500. So altogether Mahesh is 47,500. Now what will be the posting of this entry? Cash will be debited. You will write the name of other account, and the amount will be what we wrote against cash. So though you don't write the exact entry in cash book, what you can do is just see what is the amount you received or what is the amount you paid. Directly you can do the posting. Or else if you are getting confused, you write the entry in your working note. You write the entry. Working note means not rough calculation. Soon after the cash book, leave some space for completing cash book, just like you wrote now. Then there itself, along with the answer, you just write the entry and see, then do the posting. That also fine if you are getting confused. Or else, to save time, the easiest way is just see what we received. So we know that cash to be debited. To Mahesh, that's a basic entry. So posting will be to Mahesh, and what we received is 45. Directly you can do the posting. Because discount received and allowed will be recorded in journal proper. That is why we are just ignoring discount allowed and received amount. Understood? Otherwise, you have to consider that also. But in cash book, since discount allowed and discount received are not considered, you can just see what is the cash you received. Directly you can record it. Okay, so practice this single column cash book, or it is also known as simple cash book, where we'll be recording receipts and payments of cash.